When I purchased this lens for my camera and saw what my face looks like on screen, I told myself that I would never ever again be able to sit on camera without not one but two layers of coverage on my face. Today I am sitting with you with absolutely nothing on my skin. So back in January, I was on our annual 21-day fast. The first week, I dropped one meal. The second week, I dropped the two meals. The third week, I went several days with just water, and then I went back to one meal until the 21 days were over. And it was a wonderful spiritual experience, but I could not believe what my skin looked like. And I know I have done videos in the past about how diet affects your skin, but it was a radical change. And at that time, I was still using all of the same skincare products. And so I believe what really worked for me is two things. When I noticed that my skin cleared up so much when I took things like wheat, my body is really sensitive to grains, oats. Pretty much, instead of telling you all the grains I'm not eating, I'll tell you that a regular part of my diet are things like rice. But other than rice, I really avoid most grains. And I also discovered that I'm highly sensitive to whatever they're doing to the corn. So I avoid corn and corn-based products as well, and dairy. Anybody love ice cream? Anybody love, cheese, all things cheese? Now, I haven't had to remove these things in my diet so that I can never, ever, no matter what situation I'm in, have these things. But what I've done is on a regular day-to-day basis, I don't have these things. And I treat them as treats in my diet. Since the reaction that I'm having to these things has been mostly my skin, and I get uncomfortable bloating and things like that, constipation, things like that. I don't feel like it's a severe enough risk to my health that I need to forever and completely keep these things out of my diet. But if I treat it like I would treat that thick piece of chocolate cake in my diet, my body seems to be able to manage occasional consumption well. But you guys, the change has been ridiculous. Now, the second thing that I did is, you guys all know that I've used Proactive for years. I've tried to break away from Proactive, but when I'm not using Proactive, there's nothing that I've been able to do to keep my face, to keep the breakouts at bay, put it that way. But you all know that Proactive changed their formula a couple of years ago, and I had that lightening around my eyebrow, and initially I thought that it was the Proactive, but even after not using the Proactive, that continued to be a problem, and I learned that in actuality it was like a vitamin D deficiency. And once I got that under control, my skin returned to normal. At the time, I was afraid to return to using the new Proactive formula, but when I noticed that it was harder and harder to find the old formula online, I said, well, let's try it again. And I ordered the new formula, and it's been really working wonderfully for me. I will say that it was somewhat drying to my skin, and that, I experienced extreme oiliness to my skin, where within less than a half an hour of washing my face, I had this thick layer of oil on my face. I did have to learn how to moisturize my face more heavily. They include a good moisturizer with the kit, and now I feel that that is under control. But you guys, I really couldn't be happier with my skin. I am not a person that enjoys making up their face every day. I'm a very relaxed person. I like to be comfortable, and as you can see, I don't have like any kind of skin discolorations or things like that that I really need to correct. My main problem is mainly the acne, and any discoloration that I experience is from the acne scarring. And so I enjoy not being able to have makeup on my face. You know, if I don't want to, if there's nothing going on, or I'm not trying to get a certain look, I'm chasing my kids, I like having a bare face, and I'm happy that I can comfortably do that now. This lens is incredible, so it's picking up imperfections on my face, but in real life, a lot of these imperfections are barely visible. And if I put any kind of powder on my face, my skin looks perfect. And so I'm extremely happy about that. This right here, this was some cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory right here. You know, y'all know how cheesecake does me, but that's almost gone. So that's a testament of me breaking away from my diet and what I understand is working for me. So I just wanted to come on here and share that. I've had people leave comments and ask me, what's going on with your skin? Your skin looks great. I'm on camera without foundation and powder on my face. I do think I need to help a sister out and let people know what I'm doing. So that's it. If you guys have any further testimonies or ideas or suggestions that you could make concerning managing acne and clearing up your face, or if you've had a similar experience as me with your diet and the Proactive, please leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share my videos, you guys. I do think this content is valuable, but I can only do so much getting it out there. So if you know someone that this will help, please share my videos. Be blessed.